Hi everybody, welcome to our video this week and thanks for following along as we work toward our goal of getting to live on our construction site full time. There's a lot that needs to be done and we're under a time crunch. It's currently the beginning of June and we have until the end of this month to have power, water, a drivable road for a very large trailer so that we can get up there and have the amenities we need to survive. The first thing you're probably wondering is, if this is a channel about people who are building their own home, why aren't we watching them doing it? And the reason for that is that there are a few things up front we really just have no business doing. I do not know how to run an excavator. I would love to, but at the cost it takes to rent them, I think that would probably be counterproductive. So we hired some excavators. They're helping us out with a few things. They're running trenches for the power and water. They are helping us get our footings cut. We had some folks up to actually pour our footings, and at this point we're waiting for foundation walls. So we really came up to check on progress, to get some work done, and to correct a few things that went wrong already.
Unfortunately, it was a very wet weekend to be up at Bear Lake. The other thing that we noticed is that construction people are messy. There was garbage all over the lot, but what are you gonna do?
You might notice from this image that we have a very triangular kind of road. It's meant to be a very smooth curve. We would not be able to pull our trailer around that, which is a real problem. So one of the tasks was to remark the road. Hopefully when we're up there this coming weekend, we're gonna have a nice smooth arc between the blue ribbons that we tied, which Allie had from another project sometime in the distant past.
The next task on our list was to cut back this tree on the road entrance. I really wanted to keep this tree since it's one of the largest on our property, but Mike wanted to take it out. The compromise was to cut it back so that it wasn't in our way or scraping up our vehicles or our large trailer when we're getting in and out. We had to remove quite a few branches, but in the end there was still a lot of tree left and a nice clear path for entering and exiting the lot. We will have to ask our excavator to move that giant boulder though.
Our other task for this weekend is to install the dryer that's supposed to go right there. But in order to install the dryer, we have to drill the dryer vent because it doesn't come with one.
My chief worry in cutting a 3-inch hole in a very expensive object was for it to look nice. So you see that mark where we drilled a pilot hole so that I could line up and get a nice clean hole on the outside of the trailer. Our neighbors were very, very concerned about this whole process.
Once we had the hole most of the way through from the outside, we went back inside and finished it off from there.
Talk about that. That's all the insulation we've got. That's the whole side of the trailer.
That's it.
Clean hole.
Good hole. We have to install a dryer.
Dryer vent.
Oh, okay.
I don't like it.
Mike was characteristically very fastidious about making sure it was exactly straight.
What you see here is aligning and sealing up the final hole, which ironically was being filled with rainwater from the rain gutter, which is immediately above it. This is the Splendid or Splendide dryer. We really don't know which one, but it's got an E on the end, and they seem to make the best washers and dryers for an RV application. It was a very tight fit getting it through the doorways. We ended up removing 2 doors and having to lift it over the fixed dresser. The very last part of the job was to hook up the actual vent hose, which was a bit of a pain given the tight confines, and to lift the dryer itself into place. I'm might have squished my finger about here.
I also ended up cutting my fingers on the sharp metal bottom of the dryer, so that was great. But we got it installed and it works. We are a few steps closer to living on site full time and just waiting on a cement shortage of all things for our foundation walls.
Today we were supposed to be pounding these copper grounding rods into the ground. And we're not going to do that because it turns out there's some more digging to go. So, being the 6-year-olds that we are, we're going to have a javelin throwing contest. Look out. Old are you from? Here we go. It's stuck in a little bit.
Stuck in a little bit. Not very good. Very productive. We've been very productive today.